Iran has never in its modern history chosen the path of aggression, expansion.
Okay, the bottom line is I didn't order the attack on Iran. Do you think what Donald Trump and Pete Hegseth matters? It doesn't. Donald Trump was never president. You sound delusional. I saw it on TV. He became the president. Actually, Donald Trump was never president because the United States ended in 2014. And after that, it got taken over by Israel. Okay? It's been being micromanaged by Israel since JFK got shot, and no one has talked about it. Okay? So when the smartest person comes around, I start telling you the truth, and the deep state suppresses it. You had a phony pandemic worldwide because I started a new type of government that made the United States irrelevant. It made all your nations irrelevant all around the world. What do you think their reaction to that is going to be? A new, better government, better than our country? Better than nationalism? Well, see, nationalism is irrational tribalism. The smartest person's going to tell you that. As long as they have separate nations, you have to start viewing that as divide and conquer strategy as well. Okay? Somebody wants to have separate nations so they can control all of you. Right? Just like when I started a new country in Cascadia, right, in the Pacific Northwest, they wanted to create Liberty State as divide and conquer strategy, right, to control the narrative. Cascadia doesn't exist. Cascadia is not a new country, but Liberty State might break in half. Washington State might break in half. Right? That's how they control the news. They bury the real story and make their own. Let's pretend Washington State is breaking in half since they're creating a new country on the West Coast. So they'll roast you with arson. Your new little country in Cascadia will get roasted with arson. Hey, that's illegal. You can't start a new nation in the U.S. Actually, the founders of America said you could. You could alter or abolish the U.S. government if they didn't know what they were doing, if they were inept nincompoops, which is the case for 2.5 centuries. You never understood the right to life from the Declaration of Independence. That allows me to alter or abolish the U.S. government and to start a new country. If Donald Trump doesn't know his job, if Jay Inslee doesn't know his job, and none of these characters know the First Amendment or the right to life, you get to start over, America. Okay? And I get to tell you the truth. Hey, state and national borders are the root of all major conflict. So I got rid of them on the entire continent. Welcome to Amaxa. I'm just bigger than George Washington. I'm bigger than Donald Trump. And you haven't realized it yet. I lead every military for the first time in history. And you're still talking about Trump 12 years after America ended. You know, he's just an actor. He's a deep state actor. He's pushing a red pill to his ear, making you all believe that he's important, making you all believe that he was shot at. Okay, Donald Trump's not important. I want you to take that in. Since he doesn't know anything about America, he just likes to wave an American flag. Donald Trump in all of DC is bought off, save for Thomas Massie. Okay, you just have to realize that. Hey, DC's compromised. Nothing that comes out of DC is reality. Nothing that comes out of DC is relevant. Nobody in DC is important anymore. And all your news stations are still distracted with the old government 12 years later. Take that in, guys. You're in a sea of morons. I'm like Joe in the movie Idiocracy. I'm the only intelligent one. I'm the only one who can stop World War III. And you're still trying to call me names for 15 seconds of fame, right? With the morons. Okay, that's the problem in the Idiocracy. Your only person who can save you from yourselves is the smartest guy that you've been making fun of for decades. Okay, everybody hates the smart guy. That's intellectophobia. You have fear of smart people. That's why I'm muted. That's why I'm booted. Every TikTok live I get onto. Oh, you're the new government? No, you're not. Mute, boot. See? They're not going to let me explain to the public why I'm the new government because they're scared of that. The deep state does not want me to tell the truth. Okay? That they're selling weapons and bombs and Americans are being used as war fodder for a foreign power. Okay? Donald Trump is guilty of treason. 2381 treason. Are you still going to give him the mic? Pete Hegseth is guilty of treason, aiding the enemy. Are you still going to give him a microphone? Are you going to give him command of the U.S. military after I say that? You've been aiding the enemy for decades in America. You've been doing treason for decades in America, and no one's told you about it. You're not supposed to give Israel billions of dollars. If they ambiguously take out your president with an assassination, okay, you're not supposed to give Israel billions of dollars. After the attack of the USS Liberty, after 9/11, no, you're not. No, you're not. Ask anybody, right? Why did the entire military fold when being asked to attack Iran on the ground? Hey, half the military just quit their job, Donald Trump, because they don't want to do your orders that are illegal. Take that in, America. Who's the five-star dad? Who runs continuity of government? Who brings the U.S. military back if it's been taken over by a foreign power? Well, I do, since the majority wanted the smart guy to lead, and that's difficult for me. That's very difficult to take back the U.S. military when you've put it in the hands of a foreign government. Don't you understand that, America? And you're too cowardly to take back your government with your AR if the U.S. military has space weapons. Okay? You're all too chicken shit. Okay, America, we know you're too chicken shit. We know why, too. Right? So that's why I lead every military for the first time in world history. If DC's been taken over by foreign power, that concerns all nations. We should all be concerned because the U.S. military has the most funding by far, okay? Dwarfing that of other nations. Do you want it to be in the hands of psychopaths and silist morons who don't know anything about U.S. foreign policy? Do you want it to be ran by Donald Trump and Pete Hegseth, who are bought and paid for, blackmailed and intimidated with the golden pager as a gift? Are you fucking kidding me, America? Wake the fuck up. Snap out of it. Your news is phony. Donald Trump even told you it was phony news. Why did CNN stand around Osama bin Laden while the whole world was looking for him, getting their own magical interview with Osama bin Laden? Because it's all phony. He was a phony scapegoat they created to control the narrative, to topple any government that America wants to, that Israel wants to. And they want to use American lives as war fodder because they view Americans as gullible subhuman goy that can be manipulated.